What's going on, guys? The Gemmy Fan here on Gemmy Master Animatronics. What we have here today to show you is something that's, I'd say, relatively uncommon to find nowadays. This is the 2010 Lowe's Deadhead Butler. This one specifically was called the Deadhead Butler, and the only thing that you may recognize that's very familiar on this item is the skull, or is the head itself. It was used on many items like the Rising Skeleton, the Coachman, a lot of... It's so funny because I used to call this one the Coachman, but later learned it was called the Deadhead Butler, thanks to Donovan. But anyways, I was referred to a listing on the Facebook. It was on a Facebook advertisement page, and you know what's hilarious is at the time I was actually Donovan's, and Max, the Nightmare King, so it was like, hey, you guys should go check this out. It's like an hour away from you, and we're like, huh, because it's really hilarious and coincidental at the same time because I just finished repairing Donovan's Deadhead Butler. So just so you know, this is not his, this is actually mine. But anyways, I had a listing for this guy for only 40 bucks along with a lot of additional items that we didn't even know this lady had. But one thing you got to know is that when there's one item like this, there's always a couple more. Maybe not every single time, but a lot of the times you'll get lucky and they'll pull out a couple more items that they may or may not want to get rid of. So just keep that in mind every time you go out to Craigslist ads. But this was a Facebook advertisement ad, and I got this guy for only 40 bucks. Completely worth it. But of course he did come with his fair share of problems. The previous owner used a 12-volt adapter. I don't really know what it is with people in 12-volt adapters, because I swear this is like the third or fourth life size I've ever viewed in which people have used 12-volt adapters on. Maybe they're most of the commonly found ones laying around your house for something, but anyways. He says several phrases, but the 12-volt adapter caused him to, it caused the mouth to strip, that one of the gears, or actually two of the gears in the mouth, it completely stripped out. So I went in there and replaced those gears, and then I had a split gear and then in the neck. But that's really all I had. Other than that, he's in perfectly working condition and he works great. And it says it requires a 6-volt adapter but that's actually a misprint because he works perfectly fine on 9-volt, which is what all the rest take. And every single one of these life sizes take a 9-volt. Very rarely do they actually require to take 6 volts. I think it's reversed. I think that's why. But yes, this guy does actually come with a 9-volt. Or either a high-powered 6-volt, I don't know. Regardless, he works flawlessly now. There's not a thing wrong with him. He says several phrases, and that's pretty much it. I don't really remember this guy. Actually, I don't remember if I saw him in Lowe's or not in 2010. I probably did, but just didn't care too much. Or maybe he was in the box. I'm not entirely sure. But let's get a good close-up look on him. He is motion and sound activated. He's in very good condition, as you can see. All the components are there. This is when they started going with the pole-based animatronics. Especially, this was one of the first years they ever came out with something like this. But yeah, he's just really unique, and I can't really wait to use him this Halloween at all. I'm very excited to have him because he's actually one of my first butlers, like actual butlers. And I know I reviewed that gray hair butler, but that wasn't mine anyways. It was Donovan's. Although he's trying to sell it to me, but I don't really want to buy that one right now. I just don't. But for now, this one suits perfectly. So like I say, can't wait to use it for Halloween. Now let's get some of his phrases in. So without further ado, we'll show them to you.
It's not so easy talking to strangers, but I can make an exception in your case.
One thing you got to know about this butler in particular is that every time, or not every time, but almost every time he goes off, the sound cuts off at the beginning. I don't really know why that is, but it's actually just about on all of them. It's probably just a manufacturer's issue. But anyways, continue on.
Well, here, come a bit closer. I don't like that much. Yes, the graveyard is just over there. Here, take a few treats before you go.
We'll get a closer look on him because it's kind of hard to angle it while he's talking. But he is not volume controlled. He is just basically automatic setting for the board. Really, really nice looking. I'd say he's about maybe 6'1", 6'2" average. So.
Evening. Good of you to come during these frightful times. Pardon me. What? You don't think I can catch the flu?
I don't know. I might use like some sort of padding or whatever on one of his teeth to keep him from doing that.
Easy talking to strangers, but I can make an exception in your case.
It's a very interesting mouth mechanism, I can tell you that.
Over here, come a bit closer. I don't like that much.
And we'll play him a couple more times.
Yes, the graveyard is just over there. Here, take a few treats before you go. Evening. Good of you to come during these frightful times. Pardon me. What? You don't think I can catch the flu?
And that pretty much wraps up this review over the Gemmy animated 6'1", 6'2", Lowe's 2010 Deadhead Butler. Hope you guys enjoyed and thanks for watching.